Yeah, because we're grown. What are we supposed to be talking about?
Oh, no, I'm good. Welcome to Live 365 Radio. It's your girl, Stacey J from Chicago in the building. And I got two of my favorite people that I've known for at least 20 plus years. And I got comedian extraordinaire Marlon Mitchell.
Yes, I'm here, baby. I'm right here.
He right here. And then I got my girl, Lakeisha, and we used to work together, WVON. We just gonna keep it 100 because I am in the Shy Baby. So you know what I need you to do? I need you to like and follow. Share all that stuff. Share that, hit that share button. Let people know that we are live. We were supposed to be live from the legendary Francis Lounge, and we kind of are, but we upstairs. We're in the VIP lounge, yes.
Oh my God.
We are in the VIP. Yup, I'm gonna let them have it because we was downstairs in the lounge, right? Setting up and stuff, and they playing the music, and then people start coming in, and Marlon didn't want to turn off the music, so we in the VIP.
No, we could turn the music off, but I just didn't want any, just people just walking in.
Mm-hmm. But that gives it. But don't y'all think that gives it the real, the Chicago?
We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. Plus, it's COVID. We're trying to get away from people right now.
Oh, please. It's but we
are
packed. I heard it be packed down there.
It really don't be packed.
This is where the strippers come.
No.
Okay, no, we're not gonna do that because we want business.
It's always the people you don't think that's doing or talking about stuff. Look who talking about the strippers. Our sweet little auntie in there talking about strippers.
Yeah.
Sweet little auntie.
Those are the ones you gotta watch.
Yeah, do your pastor know that
you're
talking about strippers?
Yeah.
Yes, you're so
sweet.
Okay, let me pull back. You're right.
We are in the Shy with the Garrett's popcorn, with the Harold's chicken, and with the deep dish pizza, which I am definitely gonna get before I leave.
Yeah.
So that when I do my kickboxing, I'm gonna kick that all
off.
How we share? Where we at over here?
Go to Live 365 Radio, and it should be live, and then you share. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm here in Chicago. Rod is still filming a movie. So yeah, he's gone. He was gone last week. He's gone this week, and he will be gone next week. So that is why I call on my, my friends and have them sit in, with me while Rod is out there making that money in a pandemic. So we're going to still do the question of the day. And the question of the day is, we are in the fall season, right? And so we know holidays are coming up, but what else is coming up? Cuffing season, right? Let's talk about cuffing season.
Cuffing season as soon as it got cold.
Exactly. So my question is, people, My question is that, do you think that with cuffing season, it's out of just being lonely versus really trying to nurture and start a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Because you hear so many times it's getting cold. I want to be booed up. I don't want to be alone. Can you turn it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You want to, be booed up. Lakeisha.
We don't.
See, this is Chicago for you. Just nobody. See, when I do it in Atlanta, we all like poised and stuff like that. But this is what you get the real. So when you think about the cuffing season, because that's what it's been titled, do you think that it is because people are really looking to be in something long-term, nurturing, or do you think it's just people being lonely and just trying to have somebody and maybe a couple of presents, because the holiday's coming up?
I think it's a little bit of that and a little bit of the fact that they just want to fuck everybody. Let's get that out there.
Okay, we don't use strong words on my show like that.
I know this was a church show.
It ain't a church show, but we don't use strong words.
I'm sorry, Deacon Stacy. Excuse me. For being direct.
We say freaking.
Super direct. This is what you get from the shadow.
Can you say freaking?
You can say
freaking is so old school.
You like freaking?
I do like freaking. Freaking is hot.
But freaking is
I want to freak right now. But anyway, the point I'm getting at is that that's what it really boils down to. They just want some Uchi.
Yeah, you think so?
Yes.
I think it's just, you did it?
I can't do it.
I think that, go back to it. I think it's just a matter of, in my opinion, from when I hear people, you got to turn it down. Mm-hmm. I hear that, I think it's more of people just don't want to be alone for the season. Because when you think about the holiday season, you think about your Christmas and spending time with somebody, Thanksgiving and all that. And people, that's a time that a lot of people are depressed.
Yeah.
So having somebody in your life kind of makes you feel like
you special, and it's a time to share.
Yeah, but then when Valentine's I hear kind of get ready to roll around, that's when people start splitting. So it's that uncuffing season.
But this is what I think about all that. I think black folks and just relationships should not vibe with holiday and man-made seasons.
That's true.
Because that stuff right there messes a relationship up. You're trying to keep up, you got bills, you got a whole lot going on. I think you guys should be friends and work through this and just become Jehovah's Witnesses or Muslim during those holiday times. So you ain't got to celebrate none of that stuff.
You know what? I really thought you were going somewhere with that.
I am going somewhere.
No, but you went with that. Look,
Hershey, can you hear that? Hey, baby, I ain't buying no gifts. We Muslim all during the holidays.
Oh, so you Muslim cuff.
Muslim.
Yeah, Muslim.
But then you gotta buy Kwanzaa gifts. So
well, that means we can buy black stuff because we need to support black businesses and we need to get together as a
like
people
the way you flip that.
And work on that.
Yes.
Rather than the Valentine's Day, Sweeties, all that stuff is man-made.
Oh, yes, because Sweeties Day, I don't know if they celebrate that every day, but that's this weekend in Chicago. There's Sweeties Day, which I don't know who made that up.
That's for men, supposedly.
Oh,
so ladies, don't get it confused.
Oh, we can celebrate that one.
Yeah, you're supposed to go
but y'all don't want to
celebrate
Valentine's
somewhere. It's like
Day.
Sadie Hawkins Day.
Oh, but we can celebrate
Switch
that.
it around.
We can celebrate that man.
Don't celebrate it, but just, really give a man some love during that time.
Oh, okay. Special attention. Special freaking.
Well, if you want to put it that way, yes.
Okay.
Special freaking.
I want to know where you guys are located. Do you have Sweeties Day? Sweetest Day?
Sweetest
Day. Do you have that? Because it's this Saturday, so whatever that date is.
So you're going to be in town, right?
I am. No, I'm not bad. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be here on Monday.
Okay.
You want to buy me some?
Listen, this is what I want to do. I'm going to be at a fashion show.
Me too.
So we're going to be,
Are you going to be with me? Yeah, we're going to be there. We should see if we can host it and get paid.
Man, we should be there. Now listen, I got Leon Rogers is going to be there.
Oh, is he?
I think I'm going to bring Leon out.
Okay.
I think that's all it is. And even if I don't care. I'm proud of the guy who's being honored by Gold from Chicago.
And Lisa Ray is coming in town today too.
Well,
yes,
let me brush my teeth.
Yes, you better, because don't nobody want that on Funky Brown. She's here and she's going to be a part of it. I think she's going to be featured in. He has something happening in Harper Bazaar. So when you get in those magazines and Vogue, you have made it, baby. Even though she's doing, and I don't know who he is.
Shout out to Stevie from Chicago.
I know Stevie.
You probably know Stevie.
Oh, shout out to
La
Stevie.
Collection.
Oh, okay.
Used to be in Hyde Park. They world renowned now.
Okay, being blessed.
Chicago people making it world. Chicago people run the globe.
Man, they do. They do. It's a different type of vibe.
It's a different vibe. Wherever we at, we move and stuff. It ain't no.
In LA, all Chicago people took over.
Yep.
And that's a shout out to him because I've been shouting out a lot of people that have been doing great things or running their business in COVID that's doing really well, because now we should be at a place that we know how to work through it. You know what I mean? Your immune system, your mask, wash your hands. So now we just need to gear up.
Wash your behind too while you're
Yeah, do that too, please. But we should be gearing up with our vitamins and all that stuff. We've been doing that throughout the year. I can't with them. You should have been doing that throughout this time, but now because it's about to be cold, you really, really need to do it, because everything gonna be COVID, a cough gonna be COVID, allergies is gonna be COVID, the flu is right in there with COVID. So the best thing that we can do is really, really get our immune system together so that you don't have to, they saying the numbers are rising now and stuff like that, but everything is not COVID. And CDC did come back and say some of those numbers were,
supposedly.
Yeah, they was fluffed up.
And the flu, you get the flu every year. It's a virus. You're gonna get it.
Yeah. So protect yourself, y'all. And if y'all out there cuff with the purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
don't cuff. Now,
time.
here's the thing. Now, if you just in it for what Marlon's in it for, which is freaking.
No, that's not what I'm in it for. Auntie's in it for that.
No, Auntie's married.
Yes. She been married like 20
Auntie's married for
years.
So she been freaking for 20
I've been freaking for a long time.
To the same person.
Praise God on that.
Yes, Lord.
Down.
I love black love and stuff like that.
I do too.
Yeah. You in a relationship yet?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I am, but she doesn't love me like I love her.
Oh, well, then you ain't in no relationship.
Right.
What's wrong?
You're in an entanglement.
What's wrong with her?
That's what I think I'm in.
Oh, okay. How long has it been going on?
She's cute. She's like you. See, ugly dudes got a whole nother vibe when they in a relationship.
What's the vibe? Help explain.
Why y'all got
They don't like for us to go out with them. And feel like girl time is the best time in the world, and then the time I get is taking the garbage out, washing dishes.
You know what?
Making sure there's gas in the car.
I like that.
Cutting the grass.
Okay.
Oiling the hinges.
So does she know about Sweetie's Day?
I think she knows about Sweetie's Day, but I think she might try to get sick this weekend.
Oh.
Is the freaking game on point though? Most importantly, are you being rewarded from your time?
Well, you know.
I guess not. It's just terrible. You should need to reevaluate that. Don't y'all think you need to evaluate that?
That's not an
Reevaluate.
entanglement. I think that's.
No, it's beautiful. I'm just joking. I'm a comedian.
Okay.
I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
he's a
joke.
comedian.
We
And if she's
laughing.
watching,
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, she's watching. That's the thing. I got to.
she might be watching. You see how your man do, girl.
Girl, he was just playing. He is just playing. He been a gentleman the whole time. He talked about you all before we got on the camera.
I sure did.
So, guys, we're going to take a quick, I think, commercial break. But just to say about the cuffing conversation is that's been going around a lot lately. And I'm just saying, if you're doing it, do it with a purpose. If you just freaking then, have that.
What about you, Stacey? Since we on it, let's get real with it.
We were about to go to commercial.
I know it's going to
You ready for the commercial?
No.
What?
I got time.
Okay. He said we don't. Oh, we got a commercial now. And then when we come back, we're going to talk to Lakeisha. We'll be right back.
Still on Instagram.
What would you do if I said this little thing is about to change the way you date and meet other singles forever? Say you're talking to someone at an event. You're getting along, they're cute as hell, but you've been here before and you don't want to waste time on someone who looks good without knowing if at least they're your type. And just as importantly, worth your time. So you take out your dating card, touch it against their phone, and boom. It takes them to a profile of your love type. They see a breakdown of who you are, which love types you're compatible with, and then they can enter their information to get analyzed to see if they are one of your compatible types. Then within just 24 hours, you both get the same report revealing not only if you're compatible types, but how compatible. This is the matchmaker in your pocket, the conversation starter in your purse, and the deal closer in your hand.
And we're back, and this is how it is to be home. I love them, and now we although we're joking, this is how Chicago gets down.
That was fun.
Nobody's listening to me. It's my show, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Why everybody you take your mask off? Your glasses are steaming. So
yeah, I got it all hooked up.
Oh, you got it hooked up.
To be, COVID free.
So moving on. What we want another conversation I wanted to have that's been talked about heavily, and I'm going to let Lakeisha talk a little bit more about this because I just read few comments, and I don't really know exactly what's going on with Ice Cube, and so I'm not going to make any judgmental comments or anything, but I did see that he met with Trump administration or something like that about a platinum plan. I don't know what that is. I didn't see it. So I'm going to let Lakeisha enlighten me. And if you don't know the details, maybe she can enlighten you too, because she's, really into the politics stuff. So tell us.
Well, it's not necessarily about Ice Cube meeting with Trump because he met with both. He met with the Biden campaign and he met with the Trump campaign. And it's not the platinum. It's not the platinum platform that he presented to them. He presented his other list of, it's a community agreement for Black America. I can't remember the exact name. But he met with both of them and he put forth some things that Black people need, reparations being one of those things, and a whole bunch of other things that should be key to our issues.
Okay.
The Biden campaign told him, no, we can't do it. See you later. We'll talk to you later on. And the Trump campaign said, let us get back to you. And they did. And they got back to him and they used parts of his stuff, remixed it, did their own thing, slapped a name on it, called the platinum, whatever, and unleashed it to America and said that Cube endorsed it. He did not endorse what they said. He didn't follow up with them, but it was what he presented. And now people are mad because Trump did say that he used his thing. My opinion is that we should all have something to put forth to any politician that's running for something if you should have your interest met for anybody that's running. And if we are supposed to be American citizens, then we should have anybody that's in office is beholden to us. Trump is the president of the United States. Trump is not, and the thing is that people want to make Trump the face of white supremacy. Trump is not the face of white supremacy. White supremacy is everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Trump is one person. If Trump died today, white supremacy would still be living on, going strong. It's not going to become any less. It's not going to become any worse.
Yeah.
It didn't get worse when he became president. It became what it is. We can see what we have been through in this country since we got here. No president has made it better for us. None. And so the fact that people are questioning why Cube is speaking out now, where the hell y'all been? Because Cube been talking about this since lethal injection. He's been talking about this since death certificate. Have you listened to death certificate? Us. The whole album is about Uncle Sam and the mistreatment of Black Americans in this country. So he's not new to this conversation.
Right.
You know, I think about my father and his advice for me. My husband and I were having an argument one day, enough for me to go tell my daddy about it. And I went and I was talking to my daddy, and my daddy was like, well, you know what, baby, you can't make the one thing everything. Like, is this is this the overall way, or is this just one thing about your relationship, about your husband that's frustrating you at this moment?
Right.
But what about the totality of your marriage? All of the facets of your marriage. How is that? How do you feel about that? Is there frustration there? Well, you can't say my marriage is garbage today because of an argument. And we can't say Cube is garbage today because we don't agree that he talked to Trump. Nothing that he's doing right now is off brand. So if you've been rocking with Cube all this time, this conversation should not change that for you. However, the unfortunate thing, and this has nothing to do with politics, this is just overall, I think we are so used to just we just want to go with the crowd.
Yeah. That's
Wherever
true.
the crowd goes, everybody goes. And if somebody's walking the opposite direction of the crowd, you think they crazy.
Right.
But the crowd running into I'm sorry.
That's okay. Fuck it.
Chi-town, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Auntie, cuss a little bit more. You come out.
The crowd running into the fire.
Right.
And you walking the opposite way. So big up to Q.
Well, like I say, I don't really talk a lot of, about stuff that I don't know, or, I have an opinion, but I knew that I just saw that pop up on the timeline and everything. And then I started seeing everybody with their comments about, oh, he this. And then they was talking about Cardi B and all this kind of stuff. And I agree that they may have been little things that have been done, but to me, it's not just the president. He is not just has all the power. There's handlers. This is like a gang. It's like a mafia. So it's not, I can imagine, because I do have some friends in politics that say little things about how, the good old boys just in the offices, it's like, we need this, we need that, and this is how we pad our pockets and stuff. So when I hear like my girlfriend talk about, going to your local counties and, telling them what you want, I know I don't do it. I'm gonna be honest. I know I don't do it because I don't involve myself as much as, maybe I should. So like where I just moved to, I'm new in that county. So I'm like, I don't know nobody, nor have I done a lot of research either. So that's why I look at things now and say, instead of us always complaining, if you get with people that are in the trenches and they say, hey, you need to go to the municipality and do this, you need to talk to this person, you need to go to your commissioner, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm speaking about myself. If you're going to get involved, that's what we need to do, because they need to, and they need to. We know Black folks have not been treated equally forever. Like, this is nothing new. So yes, it's been the same. And yes, things are getting, when we say worse, is that it's almost like going back, not to slavery, but seeing stuff done blatantly in our faces. So when we talk about what we can do, it's going to take time. It may take time where I'm dead and gone, but if we start the process and teaching your children and like, hey, when you get ready to vote, look at everybody in your county, because I'm hearing those people matter too, what's going on in your county. So from a person that don't really do it, and I'm being honest, but looking more into doing it and being around people that know a little bit more than me, we got to do better. We can't be going off on Ice Cube. I don't know. You've gave me the most insight. I'll do my research, but I didn't have an opinion either way because I didn't know enough to go, oh, they call it I'm a sellout. Because here's the thing. we got the two evils here.
Mhm.
So if you got two evils, and people like I'm not voting for Biden and Harris, and then we don't want Trump in, so the no vote means it's up for a toss. So you're really saying we don't care who's in office. That's fine. Then if you vote for somebody in specifically, then you picking who you want. But at the end of the day, is anything really going to change with them too? So if somebody say, I'm stepping up, I want to go talk to these people, how do we, like, why don't we find out a little bit more to say, well, maybe we need to be with Ice Cube, or I don't support it at all. But if you get a chance to be a part of something, at least you know you did your part, even if it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, I just want to know from people, like the people that will say Trump, Cube is a sellout, or they canceling him. Did you cancel your Chase debit card? Did you cancel your Chase account? Do you not do business with Goldman and Sachs? Do you stop your mortgage payments? Because all of them donate to both campaigns. They don't play I'm only going to talk to this person. They make sure that their interest is met because they are negotiating, they playing ball with both.
Yeah.
So if you think you're gonna get what you need from one place, and you're gonna disregard Cube, then you gotta look at your day-to-day practices, because you are funding with your businesses, with your home loans, your business loans, your car note, your car insurance, everything you do, the hospitals you go to, everything you do is funded by interests that are also funding Republicans and Trump. Yeah. So if you don't know the totality, we got to stop this whole. Stop speaking on it, and stop canceling your brothers and sisters. Yeah. Straight up, like that. Like we will erase somebody.
Right. Right. And then when people go,
they hate him more now than they did when he was trying to sell y'all ass in St. Ives.
Right. And here's the thing: when people don't know, like, I like going the other way. Like, I posted something that said, God, keep me different. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying
that
is a t-shirt, right? That's a t-shirt. Don't y'all steal it. I'm doing it. But I'm saying is that y'all got it? Okay. But my point is that now, as I mature, and for me finding my higher self, I'm like, everybody going this way, I want to go this way, because it's like what they call a cattle. You know what I mean? Everybody just, oh no, this person, all that. And I'm saying, if it makes sense, okay. But if you don't know, and it's just like, what? He talked to Trump, I'm pissed. You know what I mean? But if he's in it, like if I really knew more, or I would go. You know what I mean? Let me talk to this man and see what did you talk about? What you gonna do? Even if it don't make a difference, at least you got more people stepping up. And then everybody putting the pressure on celebrities because they got power. I appreciate when they stand up and stuff like that, but they're people too. You know what I mean? So imagine if you have a celebrity, but you got thousands of us behind that person, if that what they're trying to get for us is right. So that's, I definitely always like to touch on what's going on in the world, you know what I mean? Because I think it's important. Like, we can't just ignore stuff, because we 2 weeks away, and it's like, now it's to the point where, my older sister's like, stock up on your food, just because, you don't know after the election, if Trump don't win, now it's kind of like, well, just stand back and stand by stuff. Or my sister was telling me her and her husband got their guns because they live in Indiana, and they're the only blacks on their block. So they're just preparing, and that's so sad that we have to do that, but we know what the deal is, or what it could be. So I'm saying we got to figure out how each one can do better, instead of sitting back and not doing anything at all. Like, I might just need to be supported. Like, I might not know what I'm talking about to really be in there. Like, yeah, we won't, what we won't. You know what I'm saying? But at least I'm with somebody that knows, and I'm doing the research behind them, and I'm standing there and I'm backing them up. So I did want, touch on that, and I'm glad that, that you were able to touch on that a little more.
Thank you for letting me talk my shit a little bit. Because I was scared. I was like, Stacey, can we
She was like, can we talk politics? And I'm like,
a little bit of politics, just a little bit.
Lakeisha has always, I've known her for many, many years. And we used to work at WVON talk radio here. And we used to sit back in the office, and we would talk about our dreams and what we were going to do. And we were working on it then. And I remember when Rolling Out did an interview on us. We at work, and they up there was doing something else, and they was like, y'all want to be interviewed? I was like, absolutely. I have a company called Stacey J Enterprise, and I do this.
Relations, and we do this. And they was pissed off.
They was like, how y'all doing interview?
What y'all doing interview for? This is about
you have to take moments, risk, and stuff like that. And we got written up.
We put WVO in. We We was in that rap truck, baby.
Yep.
All the way in with Lisa Ray, all the way in Milwaukee. Remember she did
Yep.
that?
Yep. I was riding. I used to be the promotions manager, and I used to drive the WVON truck. So this is, I like talking to you guys because people that don't know me, you don't know me, but people that know me a little bit don't know people's background, and so I'm not new to this. I didn't just jump up and be like, I want a radio show.
You grew to this.
That's what is it?
I grew to this.
I grew to this. Yeah, I thought it was something else. But
no,
we've been
new to this. I grew to this.
Okay, I grew to this. And so we were talking about that. And so I'm so proud of her because she's had an organization called Girls Like Me. So tell us a little bit about that, because did you change the name? Or
Nope,
okay.
didn't change the name. And I want to hear Marlon's perspective too, because you know we sitting next to a celebrity.
Okay, yeah.
You guys are the celebrity.
No, Marlon has been
on. And you got like a lovely story. WVON is like grassroots people that don't know.
Yeah. It's
Chicago,
all talk radio
since beginning of time.
Yeah. Talk radio. It's all, all news, all what's happening, in the world. Yeah, it was black owned by Melody Span, and her father.
Purvis,
yes.
Purvis.
So getting the opportunity to work there was like, for Chicago, that was the shit.
That was big time.
That was the shit.
And we was running, like we was what was on the air. I was doing for my show.
Yeah.
The promotions and what we was doing in the streets was you. Latrice had the lockdown on
sales. Yeah.
We was like young and we're very attractive.
Oh yeah, we are that.
Mm-hmm. And we was just like we was the hot business. Herschel, I don't appreciate what's happening. Are you laughing at us? Is he?
Oh, Hershey.
Yes.
Yeah, Hershey. Yeah, he be in the background. Hershey.
We are attractive.
Yeah.
Behind this COVID mask.
He said he didn't say nothing.
I know.
But
because I was admiring your smile. See?
Ding. Mm-hmm. But I've been doing this for a long time, and like I say, everything I've done has always been a platform, my platform, but for others. That's why I have interviews. That's why I have, different co-hosts. Right now here, I don't want to hold the show for an hour by myself. Like, I talk, but I don't want to talk that long. So I want to be able to shine the light on other people and what they do. And Marlon I don't know why he playing humble over there, because Marlon been in the comedian game for a very, very long time. He's been on BET. He's worked with Cedric the Entertainer. Mm-hmm. And just because sometimes you don't see people as household names, but then you read their resume and you're like, wow, you've done a lot. And that's why when I did Throwback Thursday today, I was just picking random pictures. I'm like, I went to the White House and kicked it with Michelle. I did my first conference in 2016. I did work at WVON radio. I have been to BET Awards, VH1, and this and that. I have been on television shows. I've been on reality shows. I'm not out here broadcasting it like that because that's not important. But when you're able to use your platform and the people you meet and then able to propel somebody else. So I want to talk to Marlon, but I want to talk to our guest here because she has Girls Like Me, which is an awesome organization for young girls. And then now she has a company that I didn't really know about. It's called Move Beyond the Block. Right? Wow. And we definitely, that can work in any city. Wow. So which one we want to go first? Oh, we got t-shirts. Okay. So tell us about Girls Like Me first.
So Girls Like Me is an organization I started pretty much to help Black girls specifically, just combat the negative media images and stereotypes and stigmas that they have, especially the block in Chicago is related to, whatever block or neighborhood you're from defines you pretty much, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of girls are defined by the stereotypes and the stigmas that they see about themselves, and they start to believe it about themselves. So they don't believe that they can go beyond the block. They believe that their neighborhood is, the totality of their existence. Mm-hmm. What they see happening on their block, they believe that's the totality of their ambition. So marrying the dope dealer or marrying, the basketball player, like that's their ambition. And so I created my organization to help them see beyond what the media offers them, to push back against that, but then to also understand how they themselves have the power to tell their own stories. And so we train girls in digital media, digital storytelling. We just launched a mobile app that they coded. We taught them how to code it. They coded it. Awesome. It's the only one that a girls organization has created in the city of Chicago. So
wow.
Very excited.
Yeah.
We also
Black girls rock.
Yes, they do.
We have started. We've been doing this for 9 years. We started Chicago Day of the Girl. So the United Nations observed October 11th as International Day of the Girl all over the world every year. And the thing is when I hear conversations about that day, or when you Google it, or you use the hashtag, they talking about girls everywhere. They're talking about girls in Sri Lanka, in Nigeria, in Kenya, and they're talking about girls in Palestine and all these other places. They're talking about gender violence and not being able to go to school and not having clean drinking water. And my thing was, I never saw the stories about black girls from Chicago. I never saw the stories of girls from Detroit. I never saw stories of girls from Baltimore. And our girls are they facing school closing. 54 schools closed in Chicago, primarily for black and brown girls. Drinking water. They found lead in the drinking water here in Chicago. We know what's happening in Flint. So American girls are having the same problems as girls abroad. So they need to be included in this conversation. So we started Chicago Day of the Girl. We just celebrated our 9th event. It was fabulous and wonderful. I'm just excited about that work. But Stacey, as you know, that's what I feel like I have to do to get back. But as you know, my passion has always been using my voice, helping other people use their voice. And I'll consult with somebody a million times. I'll give game away for free, like telling people how to start a podcast or do other things. And it's time now for me not to monetize, instead of just giving away my gifts. Like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's what Move Beyond the Block. I first wrote a book in 2018, and now it's an actual consulting company. So people need, Hidden Figures, the movie came out, and you didn't know about Katherine Johnson because nobody ever talked about her. She didn't talk about what she did. But imagine if Katherine Johnson had a YouTube channel, or if Katherine Johnson had a podcast. It's brilliant women all over America who have powerful stories, who are doing powerful work, but we don't know who they are. And so Move Beyond the Block wants to help women move beyond the block of obscurity and into their brilliance, into the brilliance shine that they have in life.
And see, that's what I'm saying about, like, y'all probably looking like, who's this? And she got a mask on, but I'm saying
she is attractive.
But I'm saying it's people like her that you may not know that's doing so many great things. Like, who knew? You said October 11th? That was my grandbaby was born on October 11th. Shout out to grandbaby.
Hey, grandbaby.
So, but I'm saying to know that this young lady kicked that off. So now as you move forward and you hear something about, October 11th is the day of the girl, then this is the person that did it.
In Chicago.
But
internationally, the United Nations did it internationally. I just said, okay, we're going to.
So they stole that from you?
No, she talked to them.
I do ours on a local level, but they kicked it off.
I was ready to get a soup together.
Right. We all about to get behind her like, who told you that?
Why you do that?
Right. But that's what I'm saying is that, and it's so many of you guys that are, first of all, everybody got a talent. You just may not tap into it. I don't care if it's juggling or comedian or starting a digital company. Everybody got something. But people are afraid because some of it either failure or somebody told you couldn't do it. Or like you're saying, the girls on the block. I grew up from the south side of Chicago. So when you think about when people go, where you from? And I go, Chicago, they what? South side? It's like you judging me, but yeah, I am. So I'm just saying is that you do get that stigma, or people judge you, you know what I'm saying, from where you're from. But that's why we got to break that too. And we got to be able to talk to our girls and our boys and let them know that it's more than just this block. It's more than dope dealers. Don't nobody want to keep having babies by dope dealers and stuff like that. But I'm saying is that each one of us, that's my computer, Hershey, you keep, but that's why all of us are valuable to each of us. So talking to somebody, talking to a little girl in passing or having a conversation, a lot of times when we meet with people and you like, I had a great conversation with a stranger today, I call those appointments from God. Because you like, we didn't talk for 30 minutes, I don't know this person, and you don't know how, when you talk about touching somebody's life and people be like, man, you really come back years later, which I've had happen.
That day
and
changed my life.
Yeah, and I don't feel
in another direction because of that.
Of you or what you said. So I don't look at that like, yeah, I did that. I'm thinking, thank you. Because I know my purpose. That's why I got this radio show. That's why I have Live 365. That's exactly.
You're being used.
And when I don't be used, I feel bad. I feel like, you know what? I'm going to do a magazine then. Some way to get the content out. And like she's saying, get you a YouTube, start your podcast, call her. That she has a consulting company to help you do it right. Because I'm going to say this real quick. Black businesses, I'm gonna need us to get it together. And that's not all black businesses. Shout out to my black businesses that are doing things right, are professional, and all that. Okay. But it's some of us that are still slacking. Poor customer service, poor product, poor. And if we're building right now, everybody want to do a Black Wall Street, everybody want to do this, and some people are catching on. It's 19, I don't know if they were families, but I think it was 19 black families bought land in Atlanta, right? They came together and they bought land. That's what we need to be doing. Yeah. Like get a group. Like I can go maybe buy me 100 acres, but what if we split that 100 acres? You get 25, you get 20, depending on how many people you have. It's time to get serious about it if we gonna do it and stop talking about it. The main people like, it's not. I'm not trying to water nobody that's used to being dehydrated. Okay. So I'm saying is that if you like that, right? That's two shirts. That's two shirts. Okay. And that is what we have to do and stop, because if we start making our own power, then we able to stand up to people and say, no, we don't want that because they want these black dollars. They are scared of us because we're powerful.
Look where we are right now, though. We're in France. This is a community staple.
Yes, it is.
This is a Chicago staple,
yep.
Right? And that's a black-owned business, generationally, right? Yep. So that's huge. And I think the thing is, and I'm sure if we talked to Miss Francis, that wasn't something that she was like, okay, the high-minded, let me get all my money together, let me make sure it's perfect. She had probably, I don't know the story, you can tell us, but she probably had some local people that she knew was going to come, just need a place to be, like Cheers, and just did it. We don't have to be, the thing is, start with what you have. And do it to the best of your ability, but start. Don't keep waiting until you got everything perfect, because everything's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. Start with what you have, and then, as Stacey is sharing, you get consultants, or you get people, or you get a support team that can, shore you up for different things that you may need. But you can pull together just to tell your story, and if you even just tell your story, like, this is what I want to do. When you tell people what you want to do, and you speak that thing into the universe will put everything in order for you. The universe will start sending you those God appointments. The universe will start putting people in your life. Like I didn't know Marlon, but I knew of him. My cousin talks about him all the time. My good friend that passed away, Brian Sleep, came to Francis all the time.
Brian Sleep is Chicago.
Yeah. And now I'm sitting here next to him and we vibing. So this is just good.
Yeah. Because Marlon, that is Marlon's mom. Right? His mom started this. And so this has been here, pretty much before us. So
55 years.
Exactly. And they have, remodeled some and everything, but it's that touch of Chicago that's still here. So when he said, oh, we could do it here, I was like, perfect, I don't have to find nowhere. And so those are the things that people don't, realize that's going on because you're not from Chicago or you're not seeing us all the time and stuff like that. And so Marlon, like you've been in the game for, that tells our age, 20 plus years. What keeps you going?
Well, just knowing that even if it's 200 people, if I made 10 people laugh, and just like you said, change their life and make them do something different, my job is done. My job is done. And my mother always used to say, hey, it's a cardinal sin if you know how to help somebody and you don't help them. You got to explain that to God, because all you got to do is go help them. What is so going on so bad in your life that you can't turn around and help somebody? Somebody helped you. I don't know what it is. That is our biggest problem. We don't want to help each other. We're not quick to help each other. You're supposed to quickly help somebody. Just like I ran in here, say you got about, come on, let's go upstairs.
Because what y'all don't know,
all that.
What y'all don't know is the stuff that go behind the scenes. That's why sometimes when I come on, I'm like, oh, we on, because I'm not going to get discouraged like when I came in and getting the Wi-Fi together and all that. We were going to do it downstairs, but people coming in, and then we was like, we don't want to have them turn off the music and they just sitting there listening to us. We don't want to do that. So we coming up here 3 minutes too and all that. I don't care if I have to start a minute or two late and we here.
And the show is good and y'all still watching it.
Even in the VIP room.
You don't know what's happening.
and you getting valuable conversation. We're not up here just, shooting the shit. We're talking about stuff that matters. That's why I say I did.
Because you meant that.
Yes, I meant that.
Cuss words go with stuff you mean.
Yes, you have to use it in the right context.
Yeah,
right?
you do.
Yeah.
Like,
so So I'm saying is that when you do shows like this, I would love to have the, perfect look, and maybe one day that'll happen.
This is the perfect look.
Well, what I'm saying is, quote unquote, but I'm fine with what I do.
I'm a consultant. This is perfect.
Thank you.
Listen, this is the same thing. When people were outside, I'm a social justice activist, so I pay attention to stuff like that. So when you see State Street Reverend preacher, he's still out there with his PA system. I bet you know some key words that he say. I bet you can be like some of the things he say. You're going to hell. You can quote him, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because he don't need no church, no tabernacle. All he needs is his PA system, that microphone in that State Street corner.
Yeah.
Malcolm X, same thing. When he was in Harlem, and Marcus Garvey, they didn't have to have no big temple tabernacle. They go right outside, get up on that. So what I'm saying is conversations are natural.
Yeah.
And I understand people love to have like a studio look, but we've got to get out of this capitalistic mindset of how, that we have to have this certain look that at the end of the day, white supremacy set for.
And that's why, and you know what? And that's why people don't start, as she just said. Because imagine if I would have said, well, you know what? I'm not going to start because I don't have a real studio. Because those people that have been rocking with me since I started this show, we were in a studio at first. And some things changed around and I had to force it to home. But here's the thing. All the big boys doing it at home.
Exactly.
Hey, CNN and Tamron Hall. Are you seeing these people? They may be going back a little bit now, but people are still. What's the guy named Daly? The
Carson Daly?
No, not Daly. What's the little black boy, light skinned though? He ain't cut his hair yet. Oh God, y'all.
What does he do?
He's the talk.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it. So he's still at the crib, and he's been at the crib at least 4 or 5 months.
But Stacey, here's the other thing. I remember when we worked at WBO, and it was some places because when you're in a small place, you kind of discount where you are. We had these big dreams of places we wanted to work. I ain't gonna say no names, but they not even in existence anymore. They gone, and they were like the premium places you wanted to be in broadcasting and journalism. They are not even in existence anymore.
Yeah.
COVID should have shown us all that you better make use of what you have where you are now.
Yep.
And you better recognize God is in control.
That's right.
Exactly.
Everything.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And here's the thing, shout out to DJ Hershey because Hershey has Kiss Radio Show. He's been doing this for a minute too. And
kissing and freaking.
And,
all right, two
and he's on Fubu Radio.
Oh, go ahead,
Is that for us by us?
Yes, for us by us.
My Biggie boy.
So
from Chicago too?
Yeah.
Chi-Town take over.
So I'm like, working with Hershey because we've been best friends a long time.
You and Hershey?
Yeah.
I'm your best friend. How Hershey gonna be your best friend?
You my first best friend.
You cheating on my husband with another DJ too.
No. You know what? I don't want the.
Hirsch.
He gonna end the show. Don't do it. Hirsch, I love you.
Don't do it.
Don't listen to him right now. But my thing is, he's been doing it a long time, and he does his show. He was in the studio too. And here's the thing: you cut costs. All that out. You don't have the money to do it. Do it from home. Now you see that everybody's doing. Now you should be going. I could really start this podcast. Look on Amazon because you're on there anyway. Get your little backdrops or whatever if that's what you want to do. Right. But my point is, Hershey's he's branding his show himself, and he's on Fubu Radio. So, I'm next, y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm saying don't let those be excuses of why you have not started. Because people need you. People need to hear what you're saying. Your story matters. Everybody has something. I don't care if you was born with a spoon in your mouth or you had access to stuff. But I'm not concerned about your stuff. I'm concerned about what you're doing with your purpose and what your heart is. Right. So, what was I going to ask you, Marlon?
You was asking me.
Oh, and Marlon, all our friends, Dion Cole. Dion Cole is from Chicago. D-Ray. Damon Williams. Leon Rogers.
Muhammad.
Selena Johnson.
Lisa
Ray.
Shaka
Lisa
Khan. They go
Ray.
old school, new school, every generation. Common.
Yep, Kanye.
Yeah.
We love him still.
We love
We
Kanye.
love
I
Kanye.
love
We
Kanye.
just need to.
Conflict,
Yep,
Cootie,
yep. All
Ed
these people.
McEwen. My buddy Ed is down there stripping in Atlanta.
Oh,
He's from Chicago.
Stripping?
Ed. Yeah,
We gotta go see him.
he don't strip in the club. He just pull his clothes off.
oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah, and people just throw money at him. But the point of it, he said that's what they do in Atlanta.
Okay.
What? Just full of money?
Just strip. But no, I'm just joking. He said say something funny, so I said something stupid for
Oh,
Ed.
he's so stupid.
He's an entrepreneur from Chicago, and he just started. Well, he's doing corporate business
Okay.
in Atlanta. So I'm gonna give you his information.
Yeah, please.
So you can hook up, so he can be a sponsor for the show.
Okay.
Ooh,
This is
look
Texas
at that.
and
See what I'm saying? Look at God.
Look at
Ed
that.
McEwen, I got
Ed
you.
McEwen.
Julian Jaguar, I got you,
Oh,
homie.
dang, Julian Jaguar, that name. I mean, that's the name I knew when I was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd
Did he
Julian-
do- No.
where'd you-
Oh, you meant Julian. Okay, the school.
Oh,
Yeah, you know somebody named Julian Jaguar?
Pop-up strippers.
Oh,
He called it
what's
pop-up
his name?
strippers.
That's what he do. That's what
Yeah,
Ed
pop-up
do.
strippers.
I think
Yeah.
I'm thinking about Jamming Julian
Perez.
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 Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Wrong name, wrong
Steve
name.
Silk Hurley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People that you don't know that are behind the scenes doing major
Been doing it.
things.
For
What's
over
the
30
DJ that
years.
moved to the radio? He was on Rick Party.
Rick Party.
Went to Atlanta.
Because Rick Party is in Atlanta,
Came
yeah.
from-
Rick Cardi on me $50 right now.
Oh, well,
And I
he
want
got
it.
it. He got it.
I want it.
So my point is, y'all, whoever you are, whatever it is that you want to do, don't let this be an excuse why you can't do it. If you got a computer, I went and got me a little. Hershey told me give me that little webcam. Ain't it nice? Look
Yeah,
at it.
it's beautiful.
It's clear.
It's
Yeah.
working. It's
Yeah.
working.
So I mean, listen, you got to
Look at this. I'm
consult
with
him.
two beautiful, lovely ladies from Chicago.
We
We
got us
somewhere-
a strong black man.
Yeah.
next to us.
Man, we's quiet in here. We
Yeah.
doing a podcast.
We're gonna have a cocktail after. I'm in the shop, baby. I gotta get me some pizza. I gotta get me some popcorn. You know that the diet goes all out the.
Stacey, you been to the new Hyde Park?
No, what do happen?
Oh, Hyde Park is different.
Oh, it's very different. Girl,
Yeah, but when you was down
there,
there gangbanging and selling drugs, Hyde Park is totally
Oh, they
different.
cleaned it up.
Yes.
Oh,
Cleaned it
shout
up.
out to Hot Park.
it's beyond cleaned up. You
Yeah.
got one.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh,
Where you
Hershey
want some?
want me to bring him some
Lawrence?
Lawrence. Yep, some
Oh.
Lawrence. You know.
Hirsch, we're gonna bring you some limbs where she stay at.
Oh,
She
Lim
live
Bobby.
in Lim. I thought she was Muslim. She
You
be
know
out.
what?
Stacey come over here and take her bow tie off and put it in her back pocket. Go right up there to the window. Let me get a large tip,
Man,
2
when I
hot
say,
links, extra sauce on the fries.
man.
You see that? You see what they did outside? The outside boardwalk that they have.
No.
You can sit out. You didn't see that?
I need. Well, I'm
Shout
here
out
to
to the
Monday.
Greater Chatham Initiative in Chicago for putting this
Yeah.
boardwalk together. Because during COVID, you know, they really was like kind of strict and kind of tough on these businesses. But the Greater Chatham Initiative, Chatham, Chicago, they came up with seeing that everybody complains that it's a food desert on 75th. They're highlighting all the restaurants, all the businesses.
Oh, that's awesome.
They built some stuff out there so people can sit
Mhm.
with tables, chairs, umbrellas. They got
Okay.
heaters,
Live music.
Oh, that's
live
nice.
music, DJs. Then you got me hosting some days when I feel like it.
Okay.
But one of the businesses that got a lot of love was a strong black woman named Stephanie from
Oh.
across the street at Brown Sugar Bakery.
Okay.
She took over a candy company. Now she's huge.
Mhm.
Okay.
She's all downtown. She's got like 3 locations, but her hub location is right here on 75th Street.
Okay.
So much
And
love
there's
to all
another
the
young
business.
lady, my girlfriend, Shay. I don't know the lady name, but she has the crab place.
Yeah,
Yeah, that they
Oh.
say it'd be a line out there. Then there's
that was 47th Street.
okay
Yeah,
with
you
the
got-
crab bags.
Yeah,
Stacey,
Fish something.
it's
Chicago.
Two Fish.
Shoe fish.
That's my girl.
That's like right off 47th and
Yeah.
16. So.
Yeah.
No, it's on 47th and between Champlain and Langley.
And it's right next to Simply Soups and Salad.
It's right next door.
And it's
They
good
do
because I
right
went
on
there.
this.
Real
They
good.
do the bags too, but it's black owned by a sister.
Yeah.
Then I do know about because we going Sunday. Batters and Berry up north. Have y'all
Yeah.
been there?
Yeah.
Ooh, they brought this shit.
Well, you go to Truth.
That's my cousin's
I don't know
cousin.
about Truth. Oh, it is.
Truth
Yeah.
is on 39th. So it's so much, Stacey. Have you been to you
Truth.
heard about Soul Shack?
Ooh.
It's
Soul
in Hyde
Shack.
Park.
No, I ain't
Who
gonna be able
is
to
that?
eat all
Tell
this.
him Rico now. Rico.
Yeah.
Rico man.
Rico, you
Oh,
know Rico
I know
Mays?
Rico.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you come
Mickey
home.
hosted.
When you come,
Mickey,
when you come home,
lie down.
you might as well just go and do all your workout, you know,
Me and
or
Mickey did a
whatever.
movie together.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, B. Cole's movie, Get Together.
Oh, okay.
You can go back and watch that.
See, y'all didn't even know. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. See, you got DJ Hershey was in it too. Hey.
Hersh.
See what I'm saying? Sometimes you're around people that, like I said, again, I
Hersh,
keep going.
Kid Capri. Yeah.
You just don't know.
Chi-Town classic.
I know. I'm so happy about my city. Yes, it is. And then I knew when I came, I was like, ooh, who can I call? You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad y'all accepted. You know what I mean? Because you could have been out of town. You could have been doing stuff. Absolutely. And they was just like, yeah. And so that's what love is about. So think about the people in your circle. Think about the people you know that's doing something that you want to do. And stop being selfish. Share that gift because God is going to give you more. When you share stuff with people, God will give you more. How he can give you none if you all harboring everything. You don't want to get no information. Information should be free. Yeah. Now I get it. At some point, like she's consulting that, but that's what I tell people. If I don't give out anything else free, I give a lot free. I mean value, because it's not about money. It's not about material things. It's about information, because information can take you so much further. So I want y'all to do better, y'all. We got to do better. Like, go get y'all money together. Y'all to go buy whatever it is y'all like to buy. Get that money together. Get your family and say, hey, we all need to buy some land. If you old school like us, if you remember the show Dallas, where they had the big house, J.R. Ewing and stuff. Who shot J.R.?
Ewing. I said Ed McEwen.
Yeah, you get that. They had a big house, and then everybody else had their houses, and they weren't little houses on the same land. So I'm just saying, look at that. Buy property.
What's the name of the Bishop? Just died on the show. Bishop died.
Oh, what show?
Oh God.
I don't really watch
Greenleaf.
Yeah.
They all lived in that big old
house. Yeah.
And they had their own space.
Mm-hmm.
But black people, we don't want to do it because we don't want to live with each other, and we got some issues. We know sometimes man steals.
But I think it's generational, because when you meet people, like it used to be this Asian lady, in LA Fitness. And her son, I think he's like 30. It wasn't that when she spoke to him, it wasn't because he was lazy, he was working and stuff like that. But they believe in saving their money. Like, say if he was saving money for a business, they don't just kick their kids out. Now I get it, because I was one of them like, oh, I can't wait till my kids get out. And they stayed, my youngest, he got out a little earlier than the oldest. He got out and then came back or whatever. But it wasn't until I spoke with this lady that I understood. Not saying I want to stay with me. I'm just saying is that sometimes we throw our kids out before they're really ready. And so when they're not ready, then of course they keep coming back, or they keep coming to you because they're not prepared. Then you may have to ask yourself, did you really do all you needed to do
as a parent?
Yeah. That's a question that I'm struggling with right now. So my son attended Morehouse.
Morehouse, man.
But because of financial, situations, he's had to sit out now. And it's like, okay, he's home. His desire is to go back there. He's working. And, at a certain point, you're like, okay, when are y'all, my daughter too, they both in college, but it's like, okay, what are you doing to move forward? Even if you don't go back to Morehouse, what are you doing? What's your plan?
Right, you got to have a plan.
And so now it's like, do you force him to, you can force kids into situations where they doing something so they can survive, right? They just taking any old job, that's a spirit drainer, right? Yeah. We entrepreneurs, so we know how it is. If you working a job, you working just to pay your bills, that takes away any freedom, like to really think creatively, to really
and you get stuck.
And you get stuck. And me and my husband are trying to figure out, how do we nurture that, keep him motivated, keep the dream of Morehouse alive, but also keep him motivated to move forward now.
But
prepare.
You know what? I mean, this is just my opinion. So my story with thank God, I have to say this, that even though they get on my...
Stacey.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Quarantine.
I know.
Damn.
Atlanta's open.
Oh.
Safely, though. I'm safe. But I'm saying is that with my sons, I thank God that they're not drug dealers. No. I thank God they're not out shooting nobody. My youngest is into Forex trading. He's the one with the babies. And he mama, I got a 5-year plan. This is that's my dream. Here come the strippers. Hey. Okay. So with he's doing Forex trading. So he has a 5-year plan of like, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is what I'm do. The Forex trading, if you know how to trade, you can make money, real good money on it. Thank you. Shout out to the bartender.
Okay, bartender.
Miss Robin bringing drinks. Okay.
Miss Robin, thank Thank you.
Thank you.
The strippers coming too. Ms. Robinson, I don't know about
Male strippers, that is.
Yeah, only
I'm
male.
here. What the fuck?
Okay. So to finish up out here, my youngest son is doing that, and he's very serious. He has 2 kids now, so we need to, have a plan, and I'm glad of that. My oldest that I talk about with his graphic design, when he was like, he's an asthmatic, and when he was like 3 years old, and he used to be in the hospital all the time, y'all.
I remember that.
All the time. And he used to draw, and they give him little sheets in the hospital. So I thought he was tracing, and he was like, I'm drawing. And I was like, no, you're not. And he's like, yes, I am. So once I realized that was his talent, I never veered him to anything else. Like, you want to play basketball, you want to do the flute, I never did that. And I just nurtured it. And I say that to move to him being an adult, because he did move out, he came back. I think he did that twice, but he stayed focused on the graphic design. And I just nurture that. I'm like, baby, you good, because my son is good. He is. And I'm like, you good. He has
been for a long time.
And he's constantly just, honing in on his craft and stuff like that. So I say that to say, if he has, I don't know what he's going to school for, that he could still kind of work in that capacity, get a mentor or find a intern position in that same,
he's going for pre-med, bio-pre-med. However, he has a drone. He does photography and videography, and he has a drone. Most people haven't even reached that level yet. And he's really good. Like, he's always been creative. So he has that skill set. And that's what he's
And that could be a job. Because here it is that people may need the video services. And now with the drones, you getting that aerial footage and stuff. So that's a way for him to start marketing his services.
Yeah.
And then he can market that, so that way he can, if he get a job in that while he's home, then until school opens back up, then he can be making money doing.
Okay, ladies, I brought a stripper in for you.
Come on,
He too dressed to be a stripper.
He's taking off.
He's shy though. He's shy. He's shy down shy. Come on into the camera. I'm my radio show. This Day.
And his name is Day.
We talking about Ice Cube
Day
earlier.
is the real.
You see how he shot? That's Chicago sharp.
Yeah.
That's
Chi-town, baby.
That's Chi-town.
Look at
My
that.
man right there.
Yeah. We dress up here. We dress.
I told you I was gonna plug you, boy. Look where I got you at.
No, Day. Oh, they got the mask. Look at it.
it.
Mine. It's called Live 365 Radio. So Day, tell us a little bit about yourself.
First of all, my name is David.
David, okay. Don't call him David. He's like I'm a grown man.
He like, don't be calling me delicious.
Right.
Okay, David.
And I am a men's fashion haberdashery connoisseur stylist. So we make suits for any occasion.
Okay.
Birthday, proms, wedding, anything.
It's a nice
a word. Can you say that word? Okay.
Haberdashery.
Haberdashery.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Spell it and put it in the sentence.
I heard it in.
I heard it in the word.
Yeah.
Education.
That's just a fancy word for men's formal apparel.
No, we're not gonna say that.
We're gonna put that on there. Y'all Google that so y'all can, get that.
Haberdash.
Okay.
Ooh,
He look nice. I'm gonna take pictures of him, y'all, so y'all
And
can
he's
see.
a product of Chicago Public School System.
Oh, you went to Ruggles? My sister went to Ruggles. Robin went to Ruggles.
You know Robin. You know Robin.
Oh, Robin brought it up. That Robin. Did you know Robin Lester? Oh,
we'll get that.
Yeah.
What high school?
Went to Simeon.
What Wolverine? What year?
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Oh, you were way before me. Well, not way. I graduated in '93.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
We still on the show.
I'm still on the show.
See, I got 1 minute. We got 1 minute, girl.
Chicago, sorry.
Okay, y'all.
We got 1 minute before it's over.
Yeah.
Your mama, you ain't even say that.
I know, it's so much fun. We can go live on Instagram, y'all. If y'all still want to hear. Okay.
I got you in there. She got over here from Atlanta.
Chi-town.
Come on over.
So, see, I didn't even know he was coming, but see, that's what I'm saying now. I'm gonna take pictures, y'all, so y'all can see his what he has on. But he is sharp. So if you in the suits, well, you should be as a man, I think, because you want to be ready and not have to get ready and don't have a suit and stuff like that.
So you ain't got
Absolutely.
You gotta get ready. Y'all ready, baby.
How do they contact you? I'm gonna put the information on there, but can you tell them how to get in contact with you, your website or?
Yeah, you can follow me on all social media platforms. David Styles by Dave. Instagram, Styles by Dave. Facebook, Styles by Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Working on the website now.
Okay. Website. You got somebody working on it? Or you need somebody?
Well, the brother told me today, but.
Okay. Somebody
I'm
do well.
gonna give him one more shot. I'm not gonna.
Okay, he gonna give him another shot. But that's what I'm talking about.
We're not gonna push that narrative that we can't work with each other.
Well, I just talked about we can work with each other, but I just did say on the show that we want our Black people that do have businesses to be more professional.
Yeah, I've been doing comedy since 1993. Yeah. And I am the proud owner and proprietor of the fabulous Francis Cocktail Lounge, which is my mom. Mm-hmm. And my mother and father own this business for 45 years. So this year makes it 10 years that I've been in control. And I got a great little system of people that work with me. My cousin, which is my little sister, Jada, she does a lot. She's my secretary. She does a whole lot. And my cousin Byron, the bartenders, Robin, Maria, Michael, Ronnie, all of them, they do it well. You know, they do a really good job of keeping my mother's legacy.
Give it up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are in Chicago, please stop by. Tell Marlon you saw it on the show.
307 East 75th Street, Chicago, Illinois 60619.
19, okay?
In Chatham, right next, downtown Chatham is where we're at. Right next door to the fabulous Liam's Barbecue. And right across the street from Brown Sugar Bakery. Stephanie, I love you.
Sound like it's family.
It's New Edition. Yeah, that's a Jackson 5, right?
Yeah.
And then you added Toya and all them in there.
But, right off the expressway.
And my alderman is Rod Sawyer.
Yeah. 6th Ward.
6th Ward, baby.
Yes.
I'm talking about.
And Bud.
Truly.
Little Bud, what up, Bud?
Okay, now they just be in Chicago. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys being here every day.
How much time we got? Because I want to hear your favorite Chicago story, Stacey.
Cool. Shout out to all the comedians in Chicago. We got a fabulous comedy show on Tuesdays. It's real nice. We do social distancing. We wear our masks.
Where?
Right here, Francis Cartella. In the back, outside. See that mask, Francis Cartella? But Tuesday, 7 o'clock, we right here.
What's your funniest memory, Stacey, that you miss most being out there at ATL?
Well, but this gonna go back in the past, because when I think about the past and I think about when we used to all hang out at Wendy's and White Castle.
Oh,
like
man,
you know how in your city
start.
You have where everybody
in
meets
Hyde Park. They know what Wendy's in Hyde Park.
Yeah, everybody, all the car clubs, all the motorcycles. Is that Funtown? Oh, Arnie's. Oh my God, the stripper. DJ Hershey said his favorite is Arnie's, the strip club.
That ain't Chicago.
Hey, they had DJ Hershey's picture on the wall up at Arnie's.
But
they did.
Chicago, that's
Harvey. Like, he's the reason why we're open.
That's Harvey, that ain't Chicago.
But we used to hang out there.
He keeps the lights on.
We used to hang out at Wendy's and White Castles and everything.
All up and down Stony Island,
motorcycles,
South Chicago.
all that stuff. And that's before Chicago was like with these youngsters that's doing all that shooting and stuff. It was violence, but it was never when I was growing up where you couldn't be outside because everybody getting shot. It was not like that. So I do miss that. And I was just, sometimes you sit and reminisce about the old times and you're like before COVID, way before COVID, and just looking at your history, where you come from. So no matter where I am, because I probably wouldn't live here anymore. However, I represent my city. I represent
a fun memory of things that I have. Stacey used to come up to CVS like she went there. I thought she went to CVS. I'm like, why is she here every day? Yeah.
Listen, I know we got to wrap it up, y'all. I went to a Catholic school all my life. All my life. Hold on. I went to a Catholic school all my life, and because CVS. No, I went to St. Francis de Sales.
Oh, she went there with my ex, Cheryl, but forget her. But anyway.
Catholic school.
I went to Catholic school, but because I didn't want to be in a Catholic school, I'm telling a story. Do you want to hear it? So I went to Catholic school, had to wear uniform, but when I got out at 2:30, CVS got out at 2:46, so I used to change my clothes to put on my regular clothes.
Hurry up, get up there.
And get up there. And everybody through those 4 years swore that I went to CVS. They called me for the reunions and everything. So shout out to CVS. I am a member, honorary.
Yes, you are.
Okay, why they showing that? So guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoy the show. I hope that you will share us, like us, and tell people about us, because I think we're doing really good over here, and we plan on doing a whole bunch more. And remember, everybody, I do a message to self every week, and I didn't write anything down, but I'm gonna do it from the top.
Let's do it off your heart.
The whole point of this right now is to show that how, you don't lose friends. You may move on. You may live somewhere else. I've been in Atlanta for 11 years, and I don't come home as much as, like in those 11 years, I didn't come home a lot, but this year I've been back more, and I plan on doing that, and I'm moving my mother down to Atlanta with me next year because, she's older and stuff like that. But Chicago is my home, and I can't disregard that. I act like I'm not from here because I'm so Chicago, okay? Mm-hmm. But wherever you're from and wherever you at, you have a gift and you have a purpose. And whatever that is, I need you to dig deep. I need you to find it. I don't care what people have said about you. You better remove those labels. You better believe in yourself, because you only get one life. When you die, we don't know what happened. Wow. So live while you're living. That is why my show is Live 365. Simply live every day and live your life on purpose. Do not worry about what people got to say, because that is not your problem. That's theirs. And so I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to Dave coming in. I'm going to share his information with you guys. Marlon's information. If you're in Chicago, definitely stop by. You will enjoy it. And Lakeisha as well. Thank you for coming. Yeah, and if you are looking to start a digital platform, you ain't got number time and opportunity now to do it. So I will definitely, that was me, definitely share her information with you guys. And I appreciate you. Thank you, and I will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Shout out. Yeah. Go your seat.